Hey, it's ESR Cards here today. We'll be showing you the one of the newer decks from set 14. I know I haven't done much stuff lately for like roughly a month, but I think content should be picking up now. I got a whole bunch of other stuff to show. Some OCD decks, as I like to call them, but I'll get to that later. So this deck will be my Salvation Line Grand Ezel Scissors deck. I think there's probably about like one card that's actually missing for to make it a complete deck, but I thought it wasn't worth putting it off just for one card, so here it goes. Basically, what he does is Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 2, Limit Break, if unlock all of your rear guards, so that's very good against Link Joker, obviously, and Counterblast 1 and Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 2, get 10,000 in critical if you have 5 or more, Gold Paladin rear guards, and then at the end of the turn, unflipped damage and Soul Charge 1. So it's, you get a refund, so it's pretty much just Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, and you can just keep doing that as long as you have Soul and Counterblast, I guess. So he's pretty cool, and he gets 1,000 for each Gold Paladin, making whatever's like behind him a 10k booster or higher. Even if you have his starter behind him, he still swings for like 31. Is it 31? 21. Yeah, it's like 31. There you go. So obviously run 4 of him because he's the main star of the show. Yep. It's a shame that he's not a cross ride, but he's still amazing. Because you just can't beat that 10,000 in crit as vanilla as it is, but yeah. 3 regular incandescent line Blonde Ezels. Counterblast 2, look, Superior Cold the top card, and it gains power equal to the card you Superior Cold. I'd probably never ever use its skill, but I mean it's a good beat stick until you get to Scissors, because he gets 1,000 as well for each rear guard. So I run 3. Other people, they prefer running 3 of this guy's than 1 of him, but I prefer him because he gets that extra 1,000 even though he's not 11k body, which I don't know, people say it matters, but I don't know. So anyway, yeah, next grade 3, 1 Blazing Line Platina Ezel, Counterblast 3, Ultimate Break, Limit Break 5, Counterblast 3, choose 5 of your up to 5. These up to 5, yeah, it's up to 5 of your Gold Paladin rear guards, and they each gain 5,000, so you got your whole 5,000 up here, which is really good, except he doesn't gain 1,000 for each Gold Paladin like the other 2. Instead, he's just a cross ride, so he's 13k body, which is pretty nice, but I just have him in there as a finisher, and as well another Ezel card. So that's the grade 3s. Next grade 2s are Burning Scale Knight Elwood. You don't really want to ride him, you want to have him on rear guard as soon as possible, preferably as soon as you get to grade 2, because then when you ride to grade 3 you can Counterblast 1 and Superior Call the top card of your deck, which is pretty good, because then in my deck it opens up some combos with like Lopier or whatever. Let's run 3 of him. He's good 9k body, so why not? The one card that I was missing out of here was one more 12k attacker, and in its place for now I have a Bowmans. I have Bowmans. This is Bagdamagus. This is Bowmans. So basically this would be Bagdamagus. So to have 3 because of 12k attackers. 12k is good, very good, so you can hit cross rides in the face. Yeah, pretty much. So those are self-explanatory. You have Ezel in the Vanguard, then he gets another 3,000, making him 12. 3 Lopiers, so that when I Superior Call, I can keep on Superior Calling. And the good thing about this guy is you get to look at the top 3, so you don't end up messing up and getting like a trigger or something. And another good thing is if like your whole check the top 3, there's like no trigger in there, you put the next 2 cards on the bottom, so that you're trigger thinning as well as getting a good Superior Call. So, oh yeah, his skill, when Superior Call, discard 1, and look at the top 3 and Superior Call it. 2, Player of the Holy Bow Vivian, when attack it's Counterblast 1, and Superior Call the top card of your deck. Good for early pressure. when you luck sack this guy, more superior calling for more attacks, which is always a lot of fun to see if you're lucky. But then if you get like a trigger, well, I don't know. I always put it behind the Vanguard because, like I said, with either Ezel or Scissor's ability, they become 10k boosters anyway. For 10k attackers, because I don't know, I'd say my grade 2 lineup's kind of lacking in power. They're all 9,000, except for 12k attackers, obviously. So I have these guys, and they're 7k. 7k is always nice. For damage givers, the reason I run 4 is because I get the soul charge as well, which is really good. And I used to not like these because they were just 6k body, but now this works really well with scissors because you get to soul charge as well as take one, so you can get to limit break, say when your opponent's at grade 2 after they rushed you or whatever, so then you can just hit them back for a 10k crit. And then another good thing is that if you get a heal trigger when, say originally you were at, I don't know, originally you're at 2 and your opponent's at 3, you get a heal trigger, you heal, and then at the end of the turn you put one back, so then you're on 1 while your opponent's on like how many after you just had your turn. So he's really cool, and he's 7k body instead of the crappy 6 ones. So that's for 8, 10, 2, Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth. Nice 8k attacker, comes with 13k booster, good for smacking cross rides in the face. But still, I guess the 7ks can still do that. But I mean, 8,000 is good. I don't think there's anything better. The only thing I can think that I might have considered was not the knife throwing guy that is Soul Blast 2 and Unflip 2. But since you lose 2 Soul Blast, which Ezel sorely needs, Scissors sorely needs, that's why I chose Gareth instead. Good for early game rush as well. 4-0 is probably one of the few decks actually run 4-0 shields in, just because it's a pretty, I don't know, I'd say it's kind of aggressive with how much you get to superior call. I don't know what my reasoning is, but I guess I had 4 of them, so I said, why not? Let's put 4 in. So that's the legit story of how this deck was made. Crits, 2 ammo, and then 6 of the rest. I don't know. I might bump it up to 4 ammo, but I find that if I superior call this, I mean, I can always just move it to the soul and give something 3,000, but if I superior call it and I don't have anything else to call, or if I do call something else, it wastes my hand. I'd rather have a 5k on the field because, well, I don't know, 5 of my grade 3s are 11k, and I guess right now 2 of my 9ks are 12k attackers, so I kind of need the 5,000. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but since you end up superior calling triggers a lot, it's not a bad idea to actually use the 5k ones instead. But these are still good because you can soul charge them, but I hardly ever do that because, well, you lose a 10,000 shield, and that's not really ideal. Yeah, 4 draws because this deck doesn't have much draw engine. It's more of your opponent drop stuff, and then you kind of drop a card for Lopier, which is sort of worth it, I guess, if you're just going to end up calling something anyway. And then 4 standard heals. So that's standard 8 crit, 4 draw for heal. I was thinking about stands, but I guess that would have only been if I ran more of him because, well, your columns gain 10k, and getting the stand triggers would be pretty good. And the starter is not Criff, but Scarlet Lub Cub Carla. The reason I run this over Criff is because, well, I plan not to run Bermans, and I only use 2 Gareth, so there's that. And I don't use Lopier because it eats Counterblast. But I mean, Lopier is good, I guess, but I think this guy is really good because when the attack hits that it boosted an Ezel Vanguard, you get to superior call the top 2 cards of your deck. Yep, the top 2 just that easy in rest, which is really lucky sometimes as well when you get Lopier and you can just fill up a whole field. So that's why I use this. Good 5k. Sometimes I won't even use its skill if my field's full and it's just, like a good attacker, no, sorry, booster, 10k booster for scissors. So yeah, this deck is Superior Call and then finish 10k in crit or finish with the ultimate break. So I mean, it's a pretty cool deck. I really wanted to make scissors as soon as it came out, because freaking Chaos Breaker Dragon is just wrecking crap, and then Glendios is topping it. Oh, I don't know if it's topping, but I know that I think almost every Link Joker player ended up using Glendios. But I don't know how that'll go in the English meta, but for now, I will always keep this deck with me, just in case I end up reversing Link Joker. I don't know. It's probably one of my better decks right now. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Next time, maybe the Angel Feather deck I always promised. Maybe OCD Eradicators. Spike Brothers. But the problem with Spike Brothers, I'll get to that later. I'll see you guys later.